Home ownership is a dream for many, many people around the world. In Brazil, there's a serious concern that the red-hot market there is creating a property bubble, and it could burst and ultimately destroy the economy. Paulo Cabral reports.
The Brazilian property market has boomed over the last decade. The expansion in credit made the dream of home ownership come true for millions of Brazilians, while many others upgraded the homes they owned already. Prices soared and kept on climbing even as the economy slowed down. The property market remains relatively heated in Brazil. Buyers are out there, however, much more cautious now because of all this talk about a bubble in the making. But nothing is certain. This remains a very controversial issue in Brazil.
There are some people that decide not to buy right now because they believe prices are too high and will have to come down. But it doesn't seem it's going to happen too soon. Sellers are not willing to reduce their prices unless they're in a real rush to sell.
By some estimates, home prices have grown twice as fast as rents. According to Brazil's central bank, government funding for home purchases is 4 times higher than it was 2 years ago. In São Paulo, Brazil's biggest city, and Rio de Janeiro, average home prices almost tripled between 2002 and 2012. While the inflation rate has hovered around 6% over the last 12 months, real estate prices still outpaced it. After looking at these statistics, this finance professor says property prices are too high.
You have the same diagnosis as you had in Tokyo in the end of the 80s of the 20th century. Credit excess, large demand for real estate, and prices going up. And it's the same in other real estate bubbles.
Others say the opposite, that property prices were too low before.
The market had very fast expansion over the last 10 years. If this trend continues with more credit expansion and price increases, then maybe in some 5 years we may talk about the risk of a bubble.
Even those who say there is a bubble don't see it bursting anytime soon, but they warn that the country should remain vigilant. Paulo Cabral, CCTV, São Paulo.